Hey there, welcome back to American Life Farming. We're here on the last day of spring, and we have one more field to plant. Let's take a look at the map before we get started. We have the rye growing in field 11, the alfalfa in field 10. That was millet in this field here. And then over in field 38, I planted some maters, some tomatoes. Let's do a little quick, let's do a fly through here real quick. We'll just zip along here and just check out our field progress. You see the grass is growing really well here. Do have some weeds in there I need to get out. Alfalfa is growing along. Have the rye going up here in this little small field around the house. And then if we ease back down here, got the millet. It's looking good. And we'll zip over these buildings here. You see the tomatoes are growing. So the only field we have left to do is the largest field. Going to plant some corn. The plan is to try and get through some of this year and get some cow food made up. I do have Maize Plus turned on, so have to get quite a few things for the cows. So went with a little bit larger piece of equipment here. Stara Absoluta. Let's take a look here. It's 20.7 meters. Needs 330 horsepower. It only goes 6 miles an hour. So that is pretty slow. Oh, and then the tractor we're using here is this IMT 5360. Has 360 horsepower. And that's it there. So I did use it to plant the tomatoes. They did okay. A couple things to note is I did not see any type of animation here to open these containers. You can get fertilization as an option on this, but I did not in this particular case. One thing I wanted to note is here, watch these tires. Let me hop in the tractor here. This thing has got some weight to it, this planter. Let's see if we can get these tires to show up. Watch when I connect it. Watch that back tire. See that thing squished down? That has got some weight to that planter. So it is full of seeds. So we're going to ease on out here to the field and get started with the corn. Inside view of the tractor is nothing special. Very, very basic. It does have simple IC if you're on PC. Let me just double check that I have corn. Yes, I do have corn. We'll keep the HUD off there just to make a little bit better picture. We'll get this guy unfolded. There goes the train to nowhere. We'll start up here in this corner of the field. The tractor pulls the planter with no problem. And actually, I believe this tractor has a 500 and something horsepower option. I just went with the smaller engine. It was plenty of power. But as you can see, it is slow go. 6 miles an hour. It takes a while. I wonder if I can pull across those tracks there. Oh, no, I cannot. Okay. We'll just raise that up. And make the turn. Helper works okay with this, no problems. We'll ease around this edge here. And when I say ease, that's about all we can do is just ease along. There's no rushing this planter. Pretty pleased with the tractor. It actually handles pretty well. Sometimes these articulated tractors are a little bit twitchy, but this one actually is pretty smooth, pretty responsive. So it does fine. The planter, it does work, but I think there's probably better options out there. If you wanted something this large, unless you were just trying to keep a regional brand or something like that. I am not sure how much corn seed I'm going to use. Oh, it actually looks like we're doing pretty good. We're down to 87%. May have to refill once. I don't think it'll take more than that. I don't think it was quite full. I think it was only at about 93% when I started. Just out there chugging along. So I was a little worried about the rye and the alfalfa. It was actually took 2 days for it to actually start growing. So I'm not sure what was going on there, but it did finally start growing today. So I'm very pleased about that. I thought there was a possible glitch with the game or seasons or something going on, but it is now growing, so that is good news. We've got all of our fields growing actually, except for this one. This will be the last one to sprout. So I figure I'll need some silage, is why I planted the corn and the alfalfa and the grass. That gives us options for silage and hay. I'm really not sure what the animals are going to take. And then these tomatoes and the millet and rye, we can harvest just for some extra money. So I'm going to kick this into a little montage. We'll take some cinematics of it. We'll see you back here when the field is completed. One thing I did want to mention before I go into the montage is that this seeder, or this planter, although it does not say here that it does it, there's no mention that it will direct drill. As you can tell, this field has not been cultivated. We can take a look at the map here. It just shows it harvested, not cultivated. But as you can see, it is putting the seed in the ground and acting as a direct drill. So that is actually a surprise. I did not even think about it when I started this field, because that tomato field was cultivated and I didn't even give this any thought, but it surprised me it's working. So now for the montage. Okay, so I had to go back and fill it with seeds. I had this one last little strip left. That's the way it goes. But got the seeds put in the planter. We'll get this strip done. And as you can see, it has started raining. But this is going to be the last field that I plant for this year, or as of right now, unless I buy another field. We'll get this cedar brought back around, put up in the barn, and cleaned up. By next episode, I should be able to do some grass work. I think the grass should be ready to harvest. So probably cut that, get it dried, and make some hay. So if you have any suggestions on hay equipment that you'd like to see me feature, leave that in the comment below. Remember, doing only equipment available on the in-game mod hub. So I actually enjoyed using this tractor. The planter was okay. It is just a little bit slow. But all in all, this was a pretty good combo. Helper friendly. And it just worked. So no complaints as far as from a functional standpoint. So we get this thing cleaned up here. Pull over by the pressure washer. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please give me a like. If you're not a subscriber, click that subscribe button and become a supporter of the channel. I hope you all have a great day. We'll see you back here next time.